everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Kimiko Angel, and we're here doing a different type of video today where we are here discussing some of the game announcements that was shown off this past week. So this past week in particular was a big week for gamers as Sony State of Play, Summer Game Fest, and Xbox Showcase all had announcements galore, and it was just overall an exciting time, along with the fact that the Switch 2 console also came out last week. So to anybody who was able to get the console, happy for you guys. I couldn't get that console because that's a lot of money and I don't have money like that. But overall, it was overall exciting time for gaming, and there was a lot of new announcements, new games, plus games that had new updates and DLC. And overall, this video in particular is just talking about trailers and announcements that I was particularly interested and excited about, and that's pretty much just for this video. So if you guys had any other game announcements that was shown off that we don't talk about in this video, you guys can let me know in the comments below which games you were excited about. Overall, this video is just talking about the games that I was excited about, so it's just personally my opinions in general. If you guys are not interested in this video, you guys could just always not watch this, but I hope you guys simply enjoyed my yapping session for this video because I just wanted to share off my excitement for these announcements, because overall, as a big gamer myself, this was just a nice time to see all these game announcements. Like, even if there were games that I wasn't interested in, it was still nice to see them and all that. And all like I said, there were also some games that I was really excited about that, you know, we wanted to talk about here. So that's pretty much for this video. So I hope you guys simply enjoy this video and me talking about it. Like I said, I am usually a stuttering mess, so I'll try my best to keep my thoughts cohesive in this video. But yeah, we're gonna be going through the trailers. For each trailer, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on how much excited I am, if I'm gonna get it day one or not, or just, you know, like I said, thoughts in general. And that's pretty much what it is. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it, and just let me know if you guys are interested in any of the games that I talk about here, and if they're not, just let me know in the comments what other games you're interested in that were shown off. Overall, I want to just talk. It's just a nice time for gamers in general, like I said, and I'm just here to talk about it. So let's go on and jump with the first trailer. So starting with the first trailer here, this one is a trailer for Romeo is the Dead Mask. This is a new game that was announced during the Sony State of Play. It was really weird to me at first seeing the first cartoon style in the beginning of this, and then after, like, this main character has seemingly died, you know, he got implanted with something and then turned into a completely different person, and they were stated that he's just a dead man. And I first glanced at this when I first watched the trailer. I wasn't particularly interested in this trailer, but as time went on and looking at the trailer again and seeing who developed it, it was like, okay, I might give this a shot at this point. So the people who developed this game is from Grasshopper's Games Warehouse, and produced by Suda. And it was really interesting to see because they're the ones who make No More Heroes, plus also Let It Die. Let It Die is a particular game that I actually did play years ago. It was an online service game that you were able to play. You had to reach up higher floors, bosses get stronger, and you could fight other people. And overall, it wasn't a game that I was really good in, but I did play for a little bit, and I did quite enjoy it at the time. So seeing that it's made by the same people, I was like, okay, I might have an interest in this. It overall looks kind of fun with the way that you can obviously attack all the people here on the monsters. You know, weapons, punches, whatever you can use. Typically, that's how it was in Let It Die, so I'm assuming it's going to be the same way here. And like I said, at first glance, it wasn't hitting me, but now at this point, after 3 days, I'm like, okay, I'm actually interested in this game. I might get this game. It looks cool, fun, violent, like they said. It's the same type that it was seemingly like Let It Die is. And overall, I was excited after a while. So I don't know if you guys are as well. Like I said, it seems really cool. It's kind of trippy in certain parts of the trailer, but overall, like I said, it looked really cool. So it comes out next year, according to the says maybe. But like I said, for me, it's a maybe too. So let me know if you guys are also interested in this game or not.
Are you like a spirit? I'm on your back! What?
The next video we're going to be talking about today is for Ninja Gaiden 4. So as we know, Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja is back at it again with a surprise Ninja Gaiden 4. So it's been quite some time since Ninja Gaiden has been around. I feel like most people have forgotten about this series, considering there hasn't been a new game from them in so long. Plus the fact that DOA has kind of sadly dropped off from the face of existence, it feels like, because now they've been focusing on the Extreme series. If you guys don't know what DOA is, that is Dead or Alive, which is the fighting game series that they had, which I personally loved. DOA, the Dead or Alive series, fighting game series, has been my favorite fighting game series of all time, but they haven't made one since 6. and it's just kind of sad to see that it hasn't reworked. But surprisingly, they decided to make Ninja Gaiden 4. So overall, the combo looks so fucking sick. We got a new protagonist that's showing up in this game along with Ryu Hayabusa, and you can play between both characters. So it seems like you can do both. I don't know if they have a separate story or they connect together, but overall, it just looks really, really cool. The combat obviously looks great. I know Ninja Gaiden as a whole is like one of the hardest series to play because it's really hard to beat. It's a pretty difficult game before Souls-like games were around, and I heard that apparently from the developer that they said this game is still gonna be fucking hard. So I'm like, oh god, I gotta be ready for it. But yeah, I have played a little bit of Ninja Gaiden before. I'm not like particularly big on it, but I have played it, and overall I had a good time with it. Like I said, I'm not great at it, but you know, it's there. And overall, I'm really excited for it. It comes out on October 21st, and I can't wait to see how the story is going to play. I might get it on day one, so hope you guys check it out too. Next video announcement we have is the newest announcement for Resident Evil, which is pretty much one of the biggest things that was like announced this whole week. So we pretty much all knew that Resident Evil 9 was on the horizon, considering Resident Evil 4 Remake and Village was out a few years back. And, you know, Resident Evil 9 was taking some time. Everybody's been waiting for it, but then, you know, they teased a little thing being like, oh yeah, we already know that it's coming out. You guys know it. Just wait a little longer. And then decided to be like, here's the big reveal on the last announcement of Summer Game Fest. So this was the biggest announcement from Summer Game Fest. And overall, like I said, one of the biggest announcements of this whole week, seeing that Resident Evil 9 is finally here. Personally, for me, I'm not really a big Resident Evil fan. I like the series though. I have played a few Resident Evil games, but for me, horror games are just not really my thing, or psychological horror. So this, I'm like, I won't really play this. I'll just watch people play it. It looks great. I love watching other people play this game and seeing the way it is story-wise. But for me, experiencing it, I feel like it's just a whole different level. So I just kind of just stay away from these games. But yeah, so this game got announced and it was really, really exciting to see. I've seen a lot of streamers super excited about it, and I can't wait to see other people playing this. It's just overall a nice time to see Resident Evil fans getting the 9 that they wanted. It's called Resident Evil Requiem. According to the story, it is based off characters from Resident Evil Outbreak. Like I said, I personally don't know much of the story, but I know there's been a lot of rumors that also Leon Kennedy is supposed to be like the main character of Resident Evil 9. But for now, he wasn't shown. He might be shown off later. We don't know anything. But overall, this was just a really cool announcement. Like I said, for people who are into Resident Evil, this was an amazing announcement. For me, as a Resident Evil enjoyer, not like a person who plays too much Resident Evil, I am still interested in this, but interested in a way of seeing other people play or just seeing the story in general. But for me personally, I'm just not into playing it myself because I am a fucking bitch and scaredy cat, and sometimes I can't handle that shit. So that's pretty much it in the sense of this game. Also, it was pretty surprising that the fact that they already had a release date for this game. It is coming out on February 27th of 2026. So that's literally like a day before the last day of February. They literally put in the last week of February. I am surprised they even have a release date announcement. I guess they're pretty long in development for this game. I'm assuming so because it's been a while since 4 and Village has been out. So yeah, it's coming out very soon. Probably the next like 8 months, so it's not, less than a year. So it's exciting times, and I can't wait to see how the story's gonna play out in this game.
Stay away from that!
The next video game announcement, which was to me one of the most surprising video game announcements we got, was the fact that we were getting a new Scott Pilgrim game. So I'm surprised that we're even getting a sequel to this game. I felt like the first one was so good that it was like a one-and-done thing. It was based off, the comic book and movie, and I personally enjoyed that game. I actually have a playthrough of Scott Pilgrim vs. World on my channel if you guys want to check it out. And the fact that they even made a sequel was just shocking to me. And it looks so good. It's just the same style it was in the first one. It's a cute little beat 'em up. but this probably, I'm assuming, is going to be the same characters as the first one. All we got is Ramona Flowers and Scott Pilgrim, but it looks so great. I'm personally excited for the fact that they even make it a sequel, and I never thought they would even bother making a sequel to that first game, but I'm assuming it's because of the fact that, I think this, Scott Pilgrim has gained more popular with the whole Netflix show that it came out a few years back, so I'm assuming that's what spurred on them making the sequel, but that wouldn't matter to me. I'm just excited the fact that you're making a sequel. But yeah, the fact is, I'm just excited for this. Is definitely for me day one. It is coming out pretty much next year. There's no release date, but just next year. But for me, I'm super excited about this game, and the fact I'm just gonna get it. It's just day one for me at this point. Alright, fighting game fans, are we ready here? Because I guess we are, because we're getting the next season pass for Street Fighter 6. So during Summer Game Fest, we got a random little trailer with Kenny Omega, who's a wrestling superstar here, and he pretty much announced all of the characters for Season Pass 3. So one by one, he ended up showing himself in cosplay as each character. So the first one here shows us Alex, and it was really interesting to just see him just cosplaying all the characters for the Season Pass. I did see that these people, the characters for the Season Pass, was leaked a while back, so it seems like most people already knew the characters were going to be in this pass. Though whether or not it's good or bad, we don't know. I am not a big Street Fighter fan, but I am a Street Fighter fan in general. I still keep up to date with what's going on with Street Fighter. I don't have Street Fighter 6 though, but other than that, I still enjoy watching it and stuff. So it's just really exciting to see that Season Pass 3 is coming up soon. And the first character that's coming up first is Sagat, which we'll be seeing here very soon. And overall, I just thought it was a cool trailer for the Season Pass. I just really liked it. It was nice seeing him cosplay. The characters look good. The art, the new art for them look great, to be honest. And overall, like I said, it's just cool seeing we having a new pass. I know that with Tekken 8, it hasn't been going well with their Season Pass. And overall, I think the Season Pass seems to be really good for Street Fighter fans. So overall, I'm excited to see how the characters are going to be. And I'm assuming Street Fighter fans are hopefully excited about this pass as well. And you guys can let me know how it is. Another of a surprising announcement that we got, it was announced during the Sony State of Play, the very last announcement that they had, that Arc System Works and PlayStation is making a Marvel fighting game. And holy hell, does it look fucking fantastic. Like, it looks amazing when you see this trailer. Like, the very first time seeing this trailer, it looked, I was screaming of joy, of hype, of everything in between. It was just like, what the fuck? Like, you would have never thought that Arc System would even be making a Marvel fighting game. Like, we're so used to the fact of having Marvel vs. Capcom, and we're thinking that Capcom would be doing the Marvel fighting games. Because we thought, 4 would eventually come out and all that, considering the fact that they have been recently releasing the old classics in the Capcom Fighting Collection, since we did get MVC1 and MVC2 back, which was really cool to see. But now, all of a sudden, Arc System Works is making the Marvel fighting game. And it looks fucking fantastic. This art style looks amazing. Arc System Works, which we all know who are known for, Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, kind of surprising that you're just making this game. I'm assuming this was just been involved for freaking forever. I really hear nothing about this. This was just a surprise announcement. And overall, like I said, it just looks so freaking amazing. So far at the moment, there's only 8 characters shown. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm assuming this roster has to be pretty much good, like amazing, because the fact that it is Marvel characters. There's so many Marvel characters to pick from that could add to this game that it's gonna be possibilities are endless. I think at this point with this game. And it's even crazier with the fact that this shit is 4v4. This is the first time ever in its kind that it's like that, considering the fact that we're so used to 2v2s and 3v3s. But for some reason, we're at this point where a lot of the games, fighting games nowadays, are tag team genre. And I'm not really into that, but I'll make this an exception because I was actually really excited for this. This game is called Mobile Top-Down Fighting Souls. It comes out next year. And at this point, this shit is day one for me. This shit looks so good, and I'm so excited about this that, oh my god, I fell in love with it already at this point. Another surprise announcement for me personally, which was really shocking to me, was that we are apparently getting a sequel to Code Vein. And shock was an understatement. I fucking jumped out of my bed seeing this shit. When I saw the Bandai Namco saying they were doing an RPG, I was like, okay, my first thought was Tales. And then I was like, wait, this does not obviously look like Tales of series. And then as time went on with this trailer, I was like, wow, this is really looking kind of similar to Code Vein, but I wasn't too sure on it yet. And then it was a certain part in the trailer that, like, once it hit, it clicked, and I was just like, what? Like, I was surprised they even bothered making a Code Vein, considering the fact that it's been like quite some time since the first Code Vein came out. I actually played Code Vein. It was one of my favorite games that I played at the time. I did a beta test on that. I actually streamed that game, but I don't have any of the footage of me having that stream or playthrough anymore because of the whole VOD system that they freaking implemented earlier this year. I ended up not keeping any of the footage, sadly. But I did play that game, and I had the DLC for that game. I struggled a lot with that game considering that it is kind of like a Souls-like game. But I was just so surprised because I actually enjoyed Code Vein 1. And the fact that they even make a sequel, I'm like, nope, this is it. This is day one. I need this. Code Vein 2, sign me up. I'm excited. This show looks good. The graphics obviously look updated. I'm assuming the combat has to be better. Look at this shit. He got wings now, along with his arm system that he has, which he'll show off very shortly. Now you can ride bikes. You couldn't even ride bikes in the first one. Look at his arm shit. The mask and arm thing, that's part moment. That's when I knew this show was Code Vein. And that was freaking peak. I was so excited seeing this. I can't believe Code Vein is having a sequel. And it comes out next year as well. This day one for me too. I'm already hooked. I'm excited for this, seeing that it is. I'm surprised they're even making one. I'm just in love. Oh, the joy of this game. A special place in my heart this series. But yes, it was officially finally announced that Persona 4 Remake is coming, and oh my god, Inoue has never looked better. This was a very short trailer. It was pretty much a teaser trailer saying, yeah, this game is coming out. There's been so many leaks that's been happening with this game for the past like 2 months. So it was like, oh, we already knew it was coming. They just showed it off, and that's what it is. And it's called Persona 4 Revival. Most of us was hoping it was going to be called Rewind. That didn't happen. But overall, that's fine. But yeah, it was a very, very short trailer, and then we had left off with this freaking post, which was from the director of P Studios, who's talked about, you know, the announcement of P4 Revival, and is saying that this was a special title for them because obviously P4, they had multiple spin-offs of this game. And, you know, it's supposed to especially be on my heart because P4 was the very first game that I personally played, and also playing the Arena series. I was a fighting game fan first and foremost, so I played Persona 4 Arena first, and then I got into Persona 4, and then after that played P5 and the rest of the series today. I just love Persona series as a whole. It's amazing to me, and so the fact that they're saying they're pouring the love and passion into this, look at this post here, and it was really cool to see that they are doing this, and the fact that they are saying that, you know, hint hint, P6, you know, development might be going well. And that's great to hear too, because it's been like 10 years since, what is it, P5 has been out? We need P6. It needs to come soon. The remakes are great, but we need P6 at this point. Persona 6 needs to show up, and we need to know what color it is at this point. But yeah, I'm excited for Persona 4, and the fact that it was the very first game I played for Persona series, the fact that it's coming back, I'm just overall, like, as a Persona fan, I'm fucking excited. And I just can't wait to see more footage of it. Like I said, it is early teasing. It's just really, really early for that, but the setting looks great. Inoue looks great. You know, Kwame, he looks a little janky there, but he looks great in 3D. Like, it just looks good. Well, more 3D, not the way that it was in Golden. But yeah, this looks so freaking good, and I'm just so excited as a Persona fan to see this is coming, and I can't wait to see more of this. And this shit is definitely day one as well. I'm just giddy about Persona series as a whole, like in general. But now that makes me know that I need to finish P3, like very, very badly. I haven't finished P3 Reload, and I have to get on that before this shit shows up. The last one that was shown off during the Summer Game Fest here, and last one that was shown off announcements in like the whole showcases in general, is for the new Sonic Racing Crossroads, which overall looks really nice. I'm enjoying the fact that they were even making a new Sonic Racing game, the same last one, which was the Sega All-Stars, which I personally enjoyed that one a lot. I played that so much, and the like PS3, PS4 era type stuff, and it was really cool. But they were making a new racing league with some cool familiar faces, which was I was surprised to see that they're even having them, which sure enough here we have Hatsune Miku, who, as you guys know, I'm a big freaking Vocaloid fan. Seeing Miku here looks crazy. We got Ichiban from Yakuza, which looks really cool too. I don't play Yakuza side, but I do know the character, so it looks really good to see him here as well. And of course, our beautiful main guy, Joker from Persona 5 is actually here. We're fucking like Carson, as everybody's been joking about, which it's like, it literally has Arsen's wings. It looks fucking dope. Oh, this is really looking fun as hell. The fact that they're having all these guest characters in this looks really cool as well. We got Miku, Ichiban, and Joker, which is all Sega properties, but you know, they're not from Sonic, so it looks really cool that they're there. And then another thing which was really interesting to see, we're also getting Minecraft joining into the fray as well, which, why, I have no idea, but they are having Minecraft here. This game comes out on September 25th. To me, I feel like this is day one for me. It seems exciting for me, and I can't wait to try this game out as well. Even though these announcements weren't technically part of any of the showcases that showed up during the weekend of the gaming, these also were announced during it. It was just on social media, and these were technically announcements of announcements, so it's just whatever if you want to call it these, but I was really excited about these announcements, so I wanted to talk about them as well as a JRPG fan. So this video in particular, this small little video, was talking about the Tales of series having their next remaster project coming soon, or at least announced coming soon. And they put out a small little video for it. Obviously the Tales of series celebrated their 30th anniversary, so and that was it. That's all they freaking announced, and I was just like, really? I was so like, oh my god. So the fact is, as you guys have been noticing with the Tales series, since they are celebrating their 30th anniversary, they have been doing this remaster project. So they recently did Tales of Symphonia last year, and then this year was, at the beginning of this year, they released the Tales of Grace's F remastered. So, you know, they're having this whole little remaster thing, which is great because all of the old games, which is pretty much on older consoles, now they're, you know, able to play in modern consoles. But now we're here being like, what is the next game they're going to be remastering? And now they're here saying, oh, stay tuned, we're going to be announcing one very soon within the next few months. And I'm really excited about it. I know there's been a lot of rumors about it, saying that it's going to be freaking, what is it, Tales of Azalea. And if it is, I am going to fucking die. Because Tales of Azalea literally was my first Tales of series game. Azalea and Azalea 2 are literally my like favorites at this point. They're like top favorites. Even after that, after Azalea and Azalea 2, I played every Tales of since, and those two still are my favorites. And like the fact that if they decide to do Azalea, I would be freaking over the moon, and that would also be day one. Like, I fucking love the Azalea duology they had. It was like, they don't really do like more sequels to Tales of Series because they each one have their own thing, but Azalea for some reason has the sequel. But yeah, I just love Azalea series as a whole, and I'm like, oh my god, if they actually do that, I would be really excited. But either way, I'm really excited with any Tales of game that they end up remastering. Like, I'm just excited. I like Tales of series as general, so I'm like, oh, any new game remaster, I'll be into it. Though granted, Arise has been out for a few years. I'm assuming that maybe if within a year or two, Tales of should be due for a new Tales of game, like an actual new game instead of the remasters. But you know, these remasters projects that they were doing, which is really nice as celebrating the 30th anniversary of the series. It's really cool that they're doing that, so I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see what's the next actual remastered announcement is going to be. The very last announcement that was announced, pretty much an announcement, was the fact that new Atelier is going to be announced or shown off very soon. So it says a live stream will be happening on June 13th for Atelier Resarania, the Alchemist, and the White Guardian, which features the story, characters, and the release date of the game, which is really, really exciting to hear. If you guys don't know, Atelier Resarania, which is technically shortened for Atelier Resna, which is technically based on the freaking mobile game that was out. And I say was out because it was out globally. Atelier Resna was out globally until they shut down the service a few months ago. But the mobile game is still out available in Japan. So you can technically check out the story and characters in Japan, but not anymore in global. And I actually played the mobile game. The mobile game was really fun, seeing the new characters of Resna and Izana and a few others. There was quite a few new characters in that mobile game, and it just brought in the rest of the cast of like previous Atelier characters, main protagonists in there, and it was really cool to see. But they just ended up shutting it down, so I don't know anything about it. And then this was announced a few months back, where they said it was pretty much a spin-off of that mobile game, but it wasn't part of that storyline. It was just a brand new story with brand new characters, but it was set in the world of Atelier Resna, which was really interesting to see, considering it's a mobile game, but they're making an Atelier game based off of the mobile game that's going to be in consoles. I don't know, it never made sense to me. But they did announce that, and this is the little key art that they have for the 2 new characters that you see here. And other than that, that's pretty much it. That was just the only announcement. Like I said, it's an announcement, but June 13th is only a few days away. I'm going to be checking out this live stream and seeing what's going on with the story. And I'm assuming if they haven't released it, I'm assuming it's going to be released like later this year. Which, if they do, that would be really crazy, considering Atelier Yumiya like literally came out a few months ago. And I'm still currently playing Atelier Yumiya. I'm streaming that game and doing the playthrough on my channel right now. So if they release this later this year, that's like 2 Atelier games at one, which would be kind of nuts, because I feel like I don't think they ever done that. So that just seems crazy to me, like in general. But yeah, we're getting a new Atelier game, and I even know this was already announced, but like I said, it is based off the mobile game that's currently out in Japan right now only. Like I said, it was out for global, but they did shut down service. And yeah, I can't wait to see how the story is going to be shown here, see how the characters are, like what's going to be really happening with this game. And overall, I'm excited for it. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Atelier series as a whole too. Like, I'm just excited for this game as well. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's the type of video that I normally never make, but I just wanted to share my excitement with all the gaming news that's been out this past week. And like I said, with all the trailers that I've shown, if you guys are interested, maybe you guys are interested and like the games that I am interested in, and it would be a really exciting time to talk about it. Like I said, these are the ones that I was personally excited about and interested in maybe getting it day one or not. It just depends on my opinion, or if I even am financially able to get it day one. But other than that, overall, these are my top announcements for this past week, and I hope you guys simply enjoyed this video or my thoughts on the trailers and stuff. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, I don't make these videos. I'm probably not going to make another one like this for a long time at this point, but I just felt the need to talk about the games that were shown off, because like I said, as a gamer, I just felt like excitement was happening, and I just wanted to talk about what I liked and show off or my thoughts of which ones I particularly are interested in. And maybe you guys have same interests or not. But if you guys let me know whether or not you think my favorite announcements were also your favorite announcement, and if they weren't, you can let me know which ones were your favorite announcements throughout this past week. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys didn't, that's okay too. Like I said, I'm not used to this, so it's just something, and I'll just go back to my regular gaming videos like I have been anyway. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next gaming video. Bye bye.